Hey everybody, good afternoon. This is Mr. Workman with just a little tutoring session to help you complete your latest assignment with some more confidence. I wasn't thrilled with the way any of the lessons went, to be honest, especially A block. It was kind of a disaster tech-wise, and I don't really think that any of my classes had enough time to really do a quality job. Or I should say, we didn't have enough time for me to do the kind of job that I would have wanted to do in modeling for you that process of walking through springboards and dead ends. All right. So I just want to kind of throw a little Band-Aid on that lesson so that when you come back for our next class, you have more confidence and you're feeling like you've got a successful product. All right. So I hope you're paying careful attention. I'm just going to throw some answers at you, all right? And it's okay with me if you take the stuff that you're about to learn in this video and you just apply it directly to your slides. So as we've been talking about, when you head out into the internet and you're trying to evaluate sources, you're trying to figure out on a real basic level if sources are readable, if they are relevant, and they are reliable. All right. And this is a skill that some of us have a lot of experience with, and some of us are just kind of getting started. But after you've evaluated a source based on these 3 R's, you basically come down to classifying it as a source that you are going to spend your time on, or it's not worth your time. Now, here's where we confused many of you, because we created this third space, right? We know what a bullseye is, something that we love and we want to put it in our bibliography and we want our teacher to see it. And we know what a dead end is, a site or a source that just flat out isn't worth any of our time. But where I confused you was by adding this third element, the possibility that a website might be considered a springboard, a site that shouldn't ever end up in our bibliography, but there might be some value to it. And I know that when I sent you out there to go and find a springboard, you had some difficulty. Here's what you need to know. What I was really getting at was Wikipedia. That wasn't supposed to be a mysterious assignment. It was supposed to be something that you quickly recognize and you went, oh, he's talking about Wikipedia, a site that everybody uses to find quick answers and basic explanations, but a site that no teacher ever wants to see in a bibliography, right? So if you struggled to find a springboard because it was shades of gray and you weren't quite certain what your teacher was talking about, you know what? Go back to your slides and put in Wikipedia, all right? And go through and complete your comments and show your thinking with that. Now, if you were able to find a springboard and you were able to write your comments and show your thinking through, evaluating a source that wasn't Wikipedia, but still ended up being described as a springboard, that's pretty darn good. That's kind of next level stuff. I was meeting with my colleagues this morning, and I said, I really think I made it too complicated because basically it's just Wikipedia. I mean, if we're just being brutally honest, as teachers to 8th graders, the message I'm trying to get across with this word springboard is, hey kids, I use Wikipedia too, but I would never dare let one of my professors see Wikipedia inside my bibliography, all right? I would never dare taking content straight off the screen at Wikipedia and then putting it into my project, even if I paraphrase it. Mr. Workman, I'm not quoting. No. Even if you put it into your own words directly from Wikipedia and into your project, big no-no, all right? So, if you're sitting around the table and somebody asks a trivia question, you go to Wikipedia, right? If you're watching a movie and somebody makes a historical reference and you're thinking, is that really how it went down in history? You go to Wikipedia. And at that level, it's remarkably trustworthy. It really is a reliable source at that point because it's been crowdsourced by tens of millions, maybe even hundreds of millions of people around the world. It's just not academic, right? So it can't be in your bibliography. That's it. That's what I meant by Springboard. And I didn't mean to make it overcomplicated. I had a great conversation with one student who reminded me that there's another message that I want to get across to you, and that is that this is a really personal experience. This is really a personal judgment on your part. You know, if I asked you to go into a restaurant and look at the menu and come outside and tell me what's the best meal in there, that's obviously going to be a personal choice. It's a little bit like that with these assignments where we're using the 3 R's to judge sources, all right? So I'm telling you this because I want to raise your confidence level. Don't worry so much about being right or wrong. What I want to do is I want to read your comments and I want to see you wrestling through these ideas. So let's try to keep it simple. Number one, remember that your answers might be different than another student because someone else might say, I don't want to waste my time on that. Even if it's a Springboard, I don't want to waste my time on it. So I'm going to call it a dead end because for me, I want to go back out there to the internet where I'm going to find a million other choices and find something perfect. And the other message is Wikipedia is a springboard. It's never, never, never a bullseye. And it's never a dead end because there are great things that you can pull out of the bibliographies and the links found at the bottom of Wikipedia sites. Okay? I think that's it. I hope that helps. I'm going to check out your slides before class starts. And again, the main thing that I'll be looking at are your comments so that I can get inside your head a little bit and see the way you're wrestling with these evaluations, okay? But we're all still at the formative stage, so please don't be freaked out. Just show up to class with work that is completed. Don't worry so much about the rightness and the wrongness of it. This is practice, all right? It happens to be one of the most important critical thinking skills of your life, considering how much you will rely on internet sources to guide you in your future, not just academics, but in all the parts of your life. The skill of being able to judge whether information is trustworthy online, it's probably the most important thing that you can work on in my class. So we'll do it all year long. Let's not be in a hurry. Let's not be stressed out. Go ahead and just put Wikipedia for your answer on Springboard. And if you have something else, then maybe you're going to score some extra credit points in my heart. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I can't wait to see you guys in class next time.